Click, click, click. Level 1, and welcome to Strathcona, Vancouver, East Vancouver. Just on my way to Chinatown. This is where I usually park in Strathcona. A lot of iconic Fred Herzog photos were captured in this area. Lots of like seniors' homes and some public housing, and a lot of Chinatown bleeds into Strathcona. A lot of the associations are actually in this area. I park here. I enjoy the walk. I enjoy the people in the community and the photo scenes in Strathcona on my way into Chinatown. And today I have with me the Leica Q343 that I have for a little bit on my limited edition orange Armour strap here, made in collaboration with COOPH. And hopefully the audio is good enough. I have it here. I shot a video with this camera and with the Pocket 3 Osmo, whatever it's called. And this just wasn't in the right spot. A lot of people just hold it. And I've shot a couple of videos holding it, but I think it looks goofy, doesn't it? I mean, it should be like this. And I also have some other review gear on my side here. I have the Wotancraft, the new Heritage Series Salt and Pepper Sling 7-liter. I feel it's a little bit bigger than 7-liter. And then in the bag, I have a couple of surprises. So I'm gonna walk to Chinatown, go to Maxim's, grab a seat, have some lunch, and then I'm gonna continue this video while I'm over there. So I'll see you over there. All right, I'm at the corner of Gore and Kiefer on my way to Maxim's. And I think this is where the Q343 is nice versus the Q3 with the 43mm lens. You know, it punches in a little bit, but I still prefer the wide angle lens on the Q343. And over here is this really cool older building. Casey Neistat was standing, I think, like right there when he shot a vlog when he was here in Vancouver to do that commercial for Lululemon. But I love this. I love the shop here, and I love the front of this. Oh, sorry about that. Love the front of this here. Take a photo here, like that. And all right, here we go. Yeah, I've shot a lot of pictures. Let me just turn it around again. Taken a lot of pictures, kind of framing that pole with that awning. I don't like this really boring white wall here, but if you just frame it right, just like this, and people are coming through, and the lighting is really nice. That's south, so you get nice sunshine coming in. In the summers, you get some really cool lighting. And so this is, this is Kiefer. This is Maxim's. And over here is the bakery part of it, right here. And then the restaurant is just door. This is all you see, because the restaurant is, of course, upstairs. The famous stairs get to my different. All right, so I got not my favorite booth. My favorite booth is behind me here, but someone's already there. All right, so I am settled in. I have my, what is this thing called? The Osmo Pocket 3. Enjoying my Hong Kong style milk tea, and I thought I would just show you quickly what's in my bag. As I always mention, whatever bag I'm carrying, I always have a camera around my neck because I want to be ready to shoot at all times. And so right now it is the Q343, and it is on my COOPH rope strap that I have. And then in this bag here, this is the new Heritage Series from Wotancraft, and I like it. Right here, it's the salt and pepper. It's a Swiss military material. It's kind of like Cordura, I guess. It's a ripstock. It's a lightweight material, but the way they make this Heritage collection of bags, it's sort of like their Rider series. So a lot of leather accents, as you can see, no zippers, and there's no Velcro. And so if the way that you open and close is kind of like Billingham's. If you don't like that style, then you're probably not going to like this bag. Even like the side pockets, you can see here is that style, right? You have to kind of loop it through, but lots of like nice leather accents. If you like mixture of kind of like, if you like this material and you like leather accents, this is great. It does use, like the Rider series, these big chunky straps and connecting style. So again, if this is not your way of doing things, then maybe you won't like this bag. But this is technically not a camera bag, but of course you can use the various inserts and make it into one. So the first thing I have in here, I am using the COOPH camera pouch because I do want quick access, and that's what I like about this COOPH pouch. Is in here I have here. It's not easy holding this microphone and talking, is the regular Q3. And so obviously I'm kind of comparing the Q3 4.3 and the Q3. I already know ahead of time I prefer 28, so I'm going to prefer this one. And I think this is more versatile because of course you can punch in on the Q3, like cropping in either in post or in camera. Of course, that only affects the JPEG, not the RAW file, but you can't go wide on the Q3 4.3. Inside here, I've kind of done my own organization. In here, I have another pouch here. This is the large camera pouch from Wotancraft, and then I have their medium camera pouch from Wotancraft, and then my whole rig here, the Pocket Osmo on a little mini tripod, also fits inside this little side pocket area, dedicated pocket area. There is a front zip section. I'm gonna do a dedicated video just on this bag here, and this is just more like what's in my bag. I do have my plotter planner, so I'm gonna be sitting here and planning out some of my upcoming YouTube videos, and then always have these Cordura shopping bags, 5 liter from Wotancraft. And then on the side pockets here, I do have my battery pack, my Anchor battery pack. And then on this other pocket here, I have all my pens and flashlights and all those little kind of, you know, all these little things. Toothbrush. I always talk about me with a little toothbrush because I use this to basically clean my camera before I do product pictures. And then finally in the back zip area, I have my change pouch that I picked up in Italy from Peroni, beautiful change pouch. And as well, my secondary wallet, which has like my Costco card and government ID. I don't use often, but it's nice to have. And I would put like receipts or like, I don't know, coupon stamp card. And that's in the back zip area here. There is a front pocket area, this big dump pouch. What do I have in here? Oh, I just have my little, I just put my car keys in here because I want quick access, because these side pockets have that little closure system here like this. So it's not that quick access. So having this dump pouch, I can just quickly grab my keys out of. That's the way I want to do it. And so this is it, the Heritage Collection Slings Salt and Pepper Swiss Military. Beautiful bag. This is currently my favorite sling bag from Wotancraft. 7 liter for me is perfect. As you saw, oh, I didn't even open up the pouches here. So in the large pouch, I have the Leica M11P, which I've been using as my daily for the past almost 6 months since Italy, well actually since Germany, but I do have a unique lens on here. It's the Light Lens Lab 28mm f2.8 9 element. So this is based on the original Armour from Leica, the 9 element 28mm f2.8, and so super excited to test this. It is 2.8, but for street and the kind of style that I shoot, I have my Summicron. It's my favorite lens. I do often shoot at f2, but because this lens is based on a vintage lens, the lens hood is beautiful on here. It clips on really nice, and build quality in the Light Lens Lab is fantastic. This is the black paint version, so this will brass really nicely. So if I really like this lens, I might just end up buying it. So this is inside the big pouch, and then let's just grab the small pouch here. Or sorry, the medium-sized pouch. Here you go. I have the Leica Deluxe 8, and people may be wondering, like, Taco, why are you always carrying the Deluxe 8 around? Because it's my point and shoot. It's what I would, like, instead of using my smartphone, I would use this. Great for product photography. Goes from 24 to 75 equivalent, f1.7 to f2.8, so it's reasonably bright. Does video, all right for like a little bit of B-roll, but I actually think my iPhone could do video B-roll better anyways. But for product photography, having this variable aperture, like smartphones, it's a fixed aperture. This one has variable aperture, so being able to control my depth of field, how much I have in focus, how much I don't have in focus, is fantastic. And for me, 24 to 75 in the Leica M or even SL. I don't really carry lenses outside of that range anyways. I would love a 21 dedicated prime, and it'd be cool to have a 90 f2 apo, but it's not something I would use very often. So great camera, always have it with me. And this is with the Camera Film Photo COOPH Japanese silk strap. And you notice kind of a theme. I love, as I mentioned, I love hints of orange. This is my orange Armour. And this is the parachuter strap, the Wotancraft parachuter strap. And so as you can see, I have orange on all my straps. All right, I think my lunch is on its way, and so I'll start eating. I'll do a little bit of note-taking here, and then we'll finish off this rando video. I think I'll call it what's in my bag, or maybe that's what I'll call it. I don't know. But anyways, lunch is coming soon. We'll talk in a bit. All right, I just finished my lunch, and I did take some product photos. I'll put some B-roll insert. I actually find that my iPhone is better for some things, and this DJI Pocket Osmo 3 is better for other things, but maybe I'm just used to using my iPhone. But got some pretty good, some stills. I have the Leica Q343. I have the M11P with the Light Lens Lab 28, and then I have my Deluxe 8. And I also use my Deluxe 8 for product photography. I think it's definitely better than using my iPhone because I can control the aperture, as I mentioned before. And of course the Q3, ideally, I know a lot of photographers that use the Q3 for product photography, and as you crop in, you're going to get similar resolution to the Deluxe 8 as you go past, I guess, about 50 millimeter, but that's where the Q343 is an awesome choice right here. So I did try some product photography with the Q343, and I don't think it's worth it to buy this just for product photography. 43 millimeter is actually a great focal length, so it's kind of halfway between 35 and 50 mil. From here, I'm gonna just go take a few more photos. I might do a little bit more talking when I get outside, but as I mentioned, I come here, I have lunch, I take notes, I do product photography, I get back to people via email, and then I go out and shoot or go straight home. So it's almost 1 o'clock. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I also have the Leica watch with me. I was trying some product photography, lifestyle photography, which seems like a weird thing to do with such a premium watch like this. This is the ZM11 titanium on a rubber strap, and this is that limited version where it has the red contrasting. Can you see that red? It's hard to see. You got to get the right angle to see the red. As you can, oh, I even moved it by accident. What time is it? No, the time is right. It was at 10:10. Here, so typically you would frame it this way. The hands will frame the name of the brand there, so you can see Leica. It frames the hand. The seconds should really be either at 20 or 40, so I stopped it at the wrong, not exactly where it should be, but yeah, it's a fun, maybe because here you go. You can see the red there, right? There's an underlying red layer below. So you're kind of playing with shadows and light. In the back, you have the red dot on the top and the bottom for quick release, which is reminiscent of the red dot on the lens mount, as well as the Leica red dot. So I was also playing with this, but I'm gonna go outside. I don't have my lavalier microphone, but all right, on the streets, Chinatown, Vancouver. I think I'm just gonna. All right, I thought I would just keep on talking. Might as well, as I'm walking back to my car. I gotta get the car back early. Camera girl needs it. And so this is a short trip out and about here in Chinatown, and now I'm back into Strathcona, walking through the public housing area. So first thoughts on the Q343. I went last night shooting with it, taking pictures of Dom's Cadillac. Again, I'm used to the 28, so I ended up probably getting better photos with the 28 than the 43. Now 43 was my main focal length. Obviously I would be way more used to that, and the 28 would seem too wide. But the thing about it being too wide is with 60 megapixels, you can always crop in and get a 43 anyways, even though you lose a little bit of resolution. And so I still think the 28 is more versatile. And then here when I was in Maxon taking some product photos again with 28, it's better because you get a wider field of view, and then you can just crop in the shots that you want. So I still prefer the 28 for especially when you're sitting in a booth. I find the 43, in a situation like that, it feels more like a 50, and everything just seems too tight. Other than if I'm photographing, I took one picture of a gentleman sitting in another booth across the way. And so for shots like that, sure, but then I could still crop in on the 28, right? And so I think that's where something like a Deluxe 8 is perfect, where I can zoom in. You're not going to get the same resolution as the Q343 and even the IQ on it, but good enough for the kind of pictures that I like to take. So I don't think I would have a Deluxe 8 and a Q3. I think that's a little bit, they're too similar in the way that I would shoot it. I think having an M series camera for, a little bit more artistic, slower, shooting with my ideal prime focal length, and then having something like a Deluxe for doing everything else, product photography, and then being able to punch in when I see something. And maybe for like how Justin Mott uses it as a scouting camera, I think it'll be great. But I mean, not that a Q series camera is never going to be in my kit. If I do get a Q, I think a Q2 would probably be something that I would be interested in. I'm a second adopter, as Ben from Camera West called us, because I have an M10R instead of an M11. I have an SL2 instead of an SL3, and I think a Q2 instead of a Q3 is going to be the right tool for me. And so, all right, I'm coming up to my car. Thanks for watching and happy shooting.